A senior wearing 4, Caitlin Robinson. A senior wearing 10, Sarah Sullivan. A junior wearing 23, Kennedy Allensworth. A senior wearing 24, Allison Starksa. And a senior wearing 30, Ainsley Holthouse. The Bombers are coached by Jackson Kane, assisted by Abby Schaefer. Your game night officials are Dwayne Kirkman, John Shepard, and Bob Baco.
Welcome live to TSSR Game Time, presented by MDH, where tonight we have our final matchup of the night between the Macomb Lady Bombers and the Illini West Chargers, and we are going to bring it to you as we are just getting ready here for tip-off. Glad you folks are here with us, and we are just about ready to go. The Macomb Bombers in white and the Illini West Chargers in dark blue. And here we go, as it will start with Ellie Craig, who has the ball, passes it inside, and going in, and that will be a travel. Nice hands right there on the play. That was Ainsley Holdhouse, kind of got her hands in there and forced the travel. Nice play by her.
Great positioning, able to move her feet down low, get in the right spot, and made sure that, you know, she got the hands in there, but it was still technically a travel. Moved her legs, didn't get any type of foul. Big thing that we've seen the past 2 games we did. Huge foul numbers for both teams, and ended up being tight, low-scoring games. Big foul changes if, you know, they can kind of hold those back. Nice passing around, stolen that time by the Chargers, so they'll get across half court.
And that is Reagan Reed bringing it up the floor, but lost a little bit of possession. But here comes Ellie Craig over to Haley Earring. As almost another jump ball, kind of Ainsley Holthouse kind of gave up on the ball. She started losing her person a little bit, and a foul on the play. Looks like it'll be on Allison Stortzum. So that means Reagan Reed, she will go to the free throw line and try and get the first points of the game for the Chargers. And her first free throw is pure. Or excuse me, yeah. So here comes free throw number 2. And misses the second one, and here come the Bombers, rebounded there by Sarah Stufflebean. And she will bring it up the floor here for Macomb. Almost a nice move inside there, but good lockdown defense there by the Chargers, as Allison Stortzum was just unable to get and take baseline right there and get an easy bucket. And almost lost her footing right there was Ainsley Holthouse. As Allison Stortzum there in the corner trying to find where to go with the ball. Kicks it over. 3-ball on the way. Short there from Ainsley Holthouse. And here come the Chargers the other way, led by Riley Reed. Looking across the court there to Reagan Reed. And a nice spin move by Reagan Reed. Gets inside, and a nice finish by her. And she's got the Chargers' first 3 points of the game after a nice spin move, able to get inside and hit the layup. And a travel violation right there by Kennedy Allensworth. Looks like she took a step before she started her dribble. And so it will be Chargers ball. And here comes Ellie Craig to run point here for the Chargers. They move it around the perimeter here a little bit. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication right there. They got a lot of stacked on the side. Another 3-ball. It is good. What a start for Reagan Reed, as she's got all 6 here for the Chargers. As we will be right back. And we will take a quick timeout here with TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And we are back live here on TSS Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as a quick 6-0 start here for the Chargers.
How many S's are you going to put in there?
You know, just as many as want to come out of my tongue, unfortunately. Sometimes I have a hard time speaking here, but a quick start by Reagan Reed. She's got the first 6 points here for the Chargers, and they are going to call now a travel on the Bombers.
Get boxed in, you're going a little bit too far in on that pickup. Got to stop outside the shell a little bit and try to let it come to you.
Now Ellie Craig will bring it up here for the Chargers over to Haley Earring. She's going inside. Nice little post-up move and going up with it, but Riley Reed moved her pivot foot there, so it will go right back in favor of the Bombers.
Good defense on both sides inside now.
So Ainsley Holthouse will bring it up the floor here for Macomb.
Kind of a 2-3 matchup almost, as that's stolen on the fast break. It's a 3-on-2.
Ooh, Reagan Reed throws the ball away there. Costly turnover, might have had numbers, and out come the Bombers. And Caitlin Robinson brings it up. Corner 3 on the way. It is short there by Sarah Stufflebean, and here come the Bombers the other way as Ellie Craig brings it up the floor. And thought about another 3 ball, and that is about the 4th travel already of the game. That one goes on Reagan Reed. We've seen a lot of them here early.
It kind of shows, they're getting trapped on both teams. With the 2 zones that are working now, the 1-3-1 and the 2-3, which even those are getting mixed in with the man defense. They're picking up a man, keeping in that 2-3 kind of perimeter, as that one will go in. First points of the day for Macomb.
Yeah, just kind of a nice little easy route there to the basket by Sarah Stufflebean. Just pretty much got into the paint uncontested, an easy layup for her. So here comes the Chargers offense. Ball in the hands right now of Riley Reed. Kicks it over to Ellie Craig. She thought about a step-back 3 there, decides not to. Back to Reed. A little behind-the-back move right there, and it is ripped away, and it'll stay right here as Reagan Reed. Nice little backdoor feed inside, and it goes up and in. Nice feed by Reagan Reed as that goes over to Haley Earring, and she's got her first point to the game and a 6-point lead for the Chargers.
Utilizing the right half. Now that goes down low, kind of gets trapped again and throws it out of bounds, so it will be Charger ball.
Yeah, a few costly turnovers here early for the Bombers, and it's just not working in their favor. And on the defensive side, just really giving up quite a few inside shots here early, so they really got to get this straightened out. But they only trail by 6 here with just under 4 minutes left to play here in quarter number 1. Over to Riley Reed in the corner. So feed inside, trying to get a little backdoor cut there, but good defense by the Bombers. Go corner here, that is Ellie Craig in the corner. Nice side of screen, and a nice little cut inside, but good defense, nice read, and nice anticipation right there by Kylie Robinson. Able to come up with the steal, and here come the Bombers the other way.
As they move up towards, from the bottom to the top of the key, you can hear them switching every single time. You think after about a quarter, they'd go through and probably start to use that as an offensive tool, as that one will hit from 3 from the left corner. It'll be 8-5 now with 3 minutes remaining. But that switch, that's a great way to find some mismatches. Fake a screen, go right back, and pretty much have 2 people on 1.
So the Bombers cut their deficit to 3. A little mid-range there by Reagan Reed, who has been the primary ball handler and scorer, in a little spin move right there by Kylie Robinson. Get herself freed up as she will take point there at the top of the key. Nice little screen going inside, and a nice finish inside. It was a great screen right there by Kennedy Allensworth, and a nice finish inside as well by Kylie Robinson, as the Bombers now only trail by 1. A little bit of a push off there, but nothing called, of course. Active hands right there, unable to come up with it, and trying to get inside the paint. That is Reagan Reed for 3. This time no good. Good board inside right there, though, and it will be a foul there on Kylie Robinson, as Haley Earring was just able to come up with a rebound down there. Nice job, good positioning by her. And they will call it a shooting foul, so she will go to the line here for 2. And as her first free throw clanks out. And number 2 is good. So 3 early points here for Haley Ehring. As here comes the Bombers offense. Kylie Robinson is kind of taking over a little point guard role here. Thought about a backdoor pass there, but will not, as bringing it back out. Nice move. Throws it to the corner. A little floater shot and rolls in and out. Almost gets the offensive board there, but Ellie Craig down there to get it for the Chargers as they will run it back the other way with 1.5 minutes left to go here in quarter number 1. Is looking for somewhere to go with the ball right now was Allison Eisnagel, and the 5th travel of this first quarter already, as the Bombers will get the ball right back. And that is something we have not seen a lot of here in these first couple of games, but here in game number 3 in the first quarter, we've already got 5 of them.
And, you know, you will have turnovers during all the game, but especially traveling kind of shows the defense. They're trying to figure out anything they can with that pivot foot. Looking baseline, that one will go out of bounds. It will go with Illini West. 9-7 your score. 104 remaining in this first quarter.
Yeah, I think the Bombers have done a nice job here. Last few minutes, they've just settled in a little more, gave up a few easy buckets, had a few turnovers, which both teams still kind of turn the ball over more than they would like, but they've done a nice job, especially settling in on offense, I feel like, as that ball passed over to the corner, and going up with it there was Olivia Johnson, unable to finish, and jump ball down at the baseline, and it will stay, or excuse me, it'll go in possession here of the Lady Bombers. As Haley Emmerich will inbound the ball here to Kylie Robinson. As we are just under a minute here to play in the first quarter, where the Bombers trail 9-7. And a highly entertaining first quarter and almost a wild pass, but nice recovery there by Haley Emmerich. Swinging the ball around the perimeter. Thought about a 3-ball now. It will pull, and no good there by Kylie Robinson. It was a nice looking shot, though, as Ellie Craig will pull it out with 30 seconds left, and they will not call anything there. A little bit of maybe a reach in and a little push off, but nothing called.
It is more like almost taking a full professional back. You don't want to call it a flop, but it was kind of a flop.
As that is Reagan Reed there in the corner. She passes it back out to Ellie Craig. Under 7 seconds to go here. This will be looking for the last shot of the quarter. As Reagan Reed will pull from deep 3, and that is no good. Nice rebound by Riley Reed, but that will be all for the first quarter as the Fighting Lady Chargers lead the Lady Bombers 9-7 here after quarter number 1, as we will be back on TSSR Game Time Live. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. McDonough District Hospital athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center, locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital. More than hospital care, a hospital caring. Coming out of these first quarter, close game so far. Both teams, turnovers been an issue, but at the same time, defense overall hasn't been much of an issue at all.
As here come the Chargers on offense here to start quarter number 2. And a nice pass inside to Reagan Reed as she kicks it out to Ellie Craig. Trying to set up an offense there. As that is Riley Reed. She will pull the long mid-range jumper. No good. And rebound will be on the floor, and it will be a jump ball as it will go the way of the Bombers.
And you got to already be looking at this Illini West team with kind of defending that ball, has an elbow up a little bit. Some of them, kind of getting a little pushy. Probably in the fourth quarter when things get tight near the end of the game, that's when those will start to come around and those will start to get called instead of right now at the beginning of it.
So Kylie Robinson will bring it up here for the Bombers. And a nice spin move inside. What a finish. Wow, Kylie Robinson in her bag. And this game is now tied on a nice little layup. Nice move by her to get the easy two. Wow. As Reagan Reed now with the ball, and she's trying to get around inside, and she goes up with a nice move, but that is no good. Rebounded there by Kennedy Allensworth, and here come the Bombers the other way, trying to push it up the floor. Nice grab inside, and that will be another travel, as that one goes on Haley Emmerich. Took one too many steps there. So he'll go right back the Chargers' way here, as we are just a minute in here to the quarter number 2. Here at the Bombers pre-Thanksgiving women's basketball tournament. As Haley Earring has the ball, and now this ball goes inside. She get it right back, and a nice little play right there. 3-ball on the way, no good there by Ellie Craig. Nice rebound by Allison Stortzum, and here come the Bombers. And a dangerous pass, and it will turn into a turnover right there. As Caitlin Robinson tried to haul it in, but just unable to. And another Bombers turnover on back-to-back possessions. So back we go with the Chargers on offense. As Ellie Craig, the predominant point guard here so far early for the Chargers, will bring it up the floor for them. Ball kind of got away from her there a little bit after the spin move. Luckily able to recover. And Riley Reed there in the corner thinking about maybe pulling, had a little bit of space, a little bit of a handoff there. And a 3-ball. This one is good. Nice little ball movement there, and a great shot right there from Ellie Craig. And the Chargers regain a 3-point lead. As here comes Kylie Robinson over to Allison Stortzum, as she finds, it would have been a nice feed inside, but another turnover by this Bombers offense, and they are starting to pile up here in the second quarter.
And they're leading towards the lowest scoring game so far that we've done this today. As you get multiple, looks like just substitutions. The entire team kind of stood up and started to walk out, so I was like, did they call a timeout or what? Putting in a press now is the Bombers. Able to get across and set the offense up.
There's Ellie Craig again, back running the offense. Is maybe starting to find their stride a little bit, and I feel like the Bombers are pretty lucky only be down 3 with these last few turnovers. Is another 3 up and good. That is pure and flush. That is Allison Eisnagel for 3, and back-to-back threes, and the Chargers all of a sudden up by 6 here with 5.5 to go in quarter number 2. A nice little screen right there. Thought about the back door, but nothing. No pass. A little floater, no good right there by Ainsley Holthouse. And maybe a little bit of a foul right there. Yep, they will call that one on Ellie Craig. That'll be her first of the game. As Allison Stortzum was kind of trying to go towards the ball right there and got a little bit tripped up.
5:11 remaining in this first half. Looking to pass up. Probably going to take that shot. She does.
Robinson short on that shot. Nice rebound there by Riley Reed. As she will come the other way, run point, and she's full steam ahead. Goes to the corner there to Allison Eisnagel, and she'll pull the mid-range, and that one is off and
almost saved it, but just touched at the last second.
Yeah, Kennedy Allensworth down there tried to save it, but I think as she was touching the ball, her right foot down there was on the baseline, so it'll stay right here with the Chargers. As Reagan Reed will step in here for Allison Eisnagel on the substitution. And Ellie Craig looking for somewhere to go here on the inbound. She will go to Reagan Reed, and a double dribble this time, and just quite a few dribbling miscues here early for both teams. Maybe trying to get the cobwebs out or something, but it's been a little rough with turnovers here to start this game, as Sarah Stufflebean will bring it up here for the Bombers. As they're trying to find somewhere to get open. It's Caitlin Robinson there in the corner. Over to Kennedy Allensworth, passes it right back, and that is a risky cross-court pass, and it's going to bite him again. That is another Bombers turnover. And those are the ones you can't have right there. A cross-court pass. Those you've got to really zip over there and get in a hurry, and they just falling apart right now. It seems like really unable to get open and then forcing themselves into turnovers. And
there'll be a 5. That's the thing, their defense has still kind of got there. They had those 2 3-pointers right there. That's kind of why you see such a wide margin. But offensively, they've been making mistake after mistake trying to make up for that 6-point deficit.
And luckily for them, they're only down 6 so far, trying to get back into the game a little bit more. And they will try a 3-ball here to cut the lead in half, and they will do just that. Ainsley Holthouse hits the 3-ball, and the Bombers back down by 3. A nice shot from her, got the open look, and she just drained it. And here comes Ellie Craig. She's being defended right now by Sarah Stufflebean. And now a timeout is called by the Chargers. So a 30-second timeout, and we will be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
And we are back here with 3:41 to go in quarter number 2. Is the score is 15-12 in favor of the Chargers, but the Bombers just hit a 3-ball, and it's on the line, and that is costly right there. Right out of the timeout, too. So the Bombers, just like that, will get the ball right back. I'm sure that drives a coach crazy right there. So Sarah Stufflebean will bring it up here for the Bombers. Over to Allison Stortzen. As the Chargers doing a nice job here of paint defense, not really giving up anything in the paint. They're wanting the Bombers, and another just, those are the kind of passes, those will give you as a coach, and that's a heart attack pass, and another one, just cross-court passing, and another turnover as Riley Reed comes up with the steal. And
4th drive in a row ending in turnovers, and, you just can't really have that.
2 back-to-back cross-court passes. The first one almost picked off, and then the second one finally got him, and that will be
a travel, kind of do that little handoff. That's kind of how you defend something like that. You got to be really close inside, because if you hand it off, then it's like a handoff in football. They're right there. What are you going to do with it right after you grab it? 3 minutes remaining here in this first half.
Bombers still trail by 3. As Allison Stortzen has the ball up at the top of the key, looking for somewhere to go with it. Bombers really need to get the ball moving around a little bit more and maybe chew some clock, just really come together with a good possession, because they need one after just having a lot of turnovers. Hit that 3-ball a little bit ago, but other than that, it's just been a lot of turnovers for this Bomber squad, and that will be another one. As the ball was tipped first, I think, by Reagan Reed, but Ainsley Holthouse got her hands on it before it went out of bounds, so right back the other way come the Chargers.
As we check on the channel currently, we also do have the 8-man football championship match. 36-30 your score as the West Central Heat lead the Amboy Clippers in the 3rd quarter. Do believe it'd be nearing almost the 4th at this moment. Close battle for the championship of the 8-man football. A lot of the schools that we cover now have changed over to 8-man. It's been a great thing, for us and the organization to help do as many games as we can. I announced the past 2, the quarterfinal and the semifinal Amboy matchups. They kind of lead the little sleeper pick towards the championship as people wrote them off for 2 weeks straight. Yet they're in here and keeping battle with West Central, as that is on the channel right now. Always can go back and finish it. 2 minutes remaining as that one will still stay with the Bombers out on the left side.
Caitlin Robinson here to inbound. As I saw this last night, quite a few inbound plays really, it would have been Wednesday night. But the Bombers really had quite a few inbound plays working when they played Illini Bluff. So haven't really seen it quite yet today, but they could really use some of those plays, maybe open up some easy layups and some easy buckets. They will try a 3, though, on the way. It is no good there from Ainsley Holthouse, but a nice rebound. Another 3 on the way. This one also no good. And they will call a foul right there on Ainsley Holthouse. She tried to go for a rebound, but I think she caught a little bit too much of over the back there.
Multiple substitutions coming in.
As the earring, she will step in for Riley Reed as she will do the inbound, and Riley will bring it up the floor here for the Chargers. Looking for somewhere to go with it right now is Allison Eisnagel, but finally gets it out of her hands. No three ball there. Thought about it and almost out of bounds. We've had more than our share of turnovers here early in this game. Nice pass right there. And that shot is good. A nice pass from Riley Reed to Reagan Reed, and Reagan Reed stays hot as she hits another three ball. As the Chargers now lead by 6 with just over a minute left in the quarter. Yeah, Sarah Stufflebean has the ball, and the Bombers will now call a full timeout.
We'll keep it here.
So with a minute and 2 seconds left here in quarter number 2, the Bombers trail 18-12.
TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, is brought to you by McDonough District Hospital. Thank you for voting McDonough District Hospital Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in McDonough County. Let their experienced and dedicated sports medicine and rehabilitation staff show you why MDH has been voted the best of the best in 2017, 2018, 2019, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. Also brought to you by Ron Ilby Auto Sales, with locations in Macomb and Augusta, and with 80 years of car sales experience. Ron Ilby Auto Sales is your hometown go-to for your next car. In Macomb on East Jackson Street, stop in and talk to Justin, Jared, or Chris, or visit www.lbsalescars.com to check out their inventory. Finally brought to you by Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling. Since 1960, Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling has provided the greater Macomb area with expert sales, service, and installation of quality home comfort systems. Call your local Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2852 and find out how Arnold Brothers... I'm plugged in. That's why it is not moving over there. 1 minute remaining here as they get to drive out to the inside. Looks up, and that one will be out and rebounded by Riley Reed.
Yeah, it's a nice move right there by Kylie Robinson, just unable to finish. So across the court. And again, one. Right, Reagan Reed makes the layup, but she is down holding her right ankle, so hopefully she's all right. And she took a tumble right there after hitting the layup, but yeah, she came up very gimpy, so hopefully she's all right standing back up on the free throw line.
So call your Carrier dealer today at 309-833-2854 and find out how Arnold Brothers Heating and Cooling can delivers 365 days of indoor comfort. Got to get back used to the swing of basketball ad reads instead of football where there's a little bit more time. Apologies, as that one will go off the mark. 40 seconds left as the Bombers bring it up court.
That is Kylie Robinson. She hands it off there to Ainsley Holthouse. Over to Allison Stortzum. Gonna go inside and be a little bit of a push there.
Only second team foul for the Chargers.
Yeah, they've done a great job so far in this game. They really just haven't given the Bombers anything inside of that painted area. And they are forcing them to shoot the ball on the perimeter, which is why they have a nice 8-point lead right now as they will go over to the corner there to Ainsley Holthouse. With under 20 seconds now here to play in quarter number 2. As they will go another wing 3. That shot is no good by Kylie Robinson. Rebound by Riley Reed, and here come the Chargers up the floor in transition. Reagan Reed thought about another 3, and she is going to be charged with a travel. Took a step right before she started her dribble, so the Bombers will get the ball back here with 9.3 seconds. They are hoping to finally get a good shot off here right before the end of the half to maybe build some momentum going into it. As they might too, oh no. A bad miss right there, and she knows that as Kylie Robinson misses the layup. So the Chargers with a very good first half led by Reagan Reed as they have a 20-12 lead over the Macomb Lady Bombers. As we will be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by McDonough District Hospital.
Some farmers I know swear by a name, say they'd never operate anything else. Well, here are a few names for my Fendt 900 Gen 6 series. Fuel Saver, Time Maximizer, Game Changer. I like those names.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small. I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day. I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards. Or like circles. Or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and that care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as we are at halftime here of our final game of the night between the Macomb Bombers and the Illini West Chargers, where the Chargers are in control up 20-12, and the big story for the Chargers has been the play of Reagan Reed so far. She has been phenomenal, hit a couple threes, getting inside, getting to the paint, and getting to the foul line. She's done all three at an exceptional level so far this game, and as for the Bombers, they've really just been turning the ball over way too much. Like, it's only an 8-point game, but I feel like this would be a much closer game if they weren't turning the ball over. Just some silly passes that you don't have to make, a lot of cross-court ones that don't have quite the I guess if you want to call it, of getting across the court. So they'll have to solve that at halftime. But like we saw Wednesday night, they were trailing there to the Illini Bluffs Tigers, and they came back in commanding fashion and really dominated the second half of that game. So we'll have to see what adjustments they make at halftime. But even the Chargers, they've had some turnovers, and really the main talking point of these turnovers is traveling, as both teams have really had a lot of travel so far this game, but it's been a mix of everything, travels, double dribbles, seen some carrying, and just also a lot of just careless passes and stuff that, as a coach, you really don't want to see. So the Bombers especially, they want to come out into the second half looking good, get back to the painted area where they're known for most, but the Chargers, they've done just a great job of locking down that painted area and really forcing the Bombers to shoot on the perimeter, shoot some maybe contested mid-rangers, or maybe shoot some threes. And it's not that the Bombers aren't comfortable shooting those threes. I mean, they are a good three-point shooting team, but they just unfortunately haven't hit as many as they've wanted to here, and they just struggle with that. But it's also a matter of containing, I think, Reagan Reed if you are the Bombers defense. And I think even last Wednesday night, they did a nice job against Illini Bluffs 32, Lily Lukoviak. She had a very dominant first half there against the Bombers, but they really controlled her in the second half, got her into foul trouble there late in that fourth quarter. So they're hoping of some of the same thing here in the second half, as they do trail by 8, but still a lot of game left to be played here, as we are less than 5 minutes away from the start of the second half. So we will take another quick break, and we'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
TSSR Game Time Live is brought to you by Sports Corner at 124. Macomb's original local sports bar is the Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH Broadcast at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb. Also brought to you by Tom Conklin State Farm. Face-to-face, over the phone, by email, or text. Choose how you want to do business with Tom Conklin State Farm in Macomb. You can reach them at 309-837-1200 or visit them online at www.macombsf.com. Better yet, stop in and get your quote today at 1221 West Jackson Street in Macomb. Also brought to you by M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B Furniture is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurniturinc.com. You can also call 309-772-2111. And brought to you by Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. And brought to you by Good Hope Gardens. Good Hope Gardens is located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April to October, Monday to Friday, 10 to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 to 4 p.m. for all of your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. And finally brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. King Family Chiropractic, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, supports Macomb athletics. Well, there we go. My phone decided to send me to my notes app for some reason. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That is 6932. They also perform DOT/CDL physicals for just $85.
As we get ready here to resume the second half of action, both teams coming from their respective locker rooms. So I think some keys to the second half for both teams, for the Bombers. I think it's really, honestly, one key for the Bombers. It's be able to get into that painted area. That's where they want to be. They want to get some easy shots, force some fouls, get some layups. And as for the Chargers, you want to do the same thing, just on the opposite end. You really want to not allow the Bombers, keep preventing them from from getting easy buckets, as they've done a great job of that in the first half. And I think as long as they're able to do that, I feel like they'll come away with a victory. But it's still, you got a long ways to play. Still 16 minutes left of game time action as the officials and everyone gets ready to begin here the second half, as we are just about ready to go. So we will take a quick break, and we will be back shortly here at TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH's. Both teams getting their final adjustments and getting ready here for the second half of action. I hope everyone who's tuning in, I hope you're all enjoying the game. Leave some comments about the game, who you're rooting for, which players, which teams, what you'd like to see more of in the second half, what you'd like to see less of in the second half. Let us know in the comment section. So as we get ready here, Chargers will begin with the basketball as Reagan Reed will inbound it here. As we get ready to go. She will inbound it there to Ellie Craig, and here comes the Chargers offense.
Macomb already playing up, trying to get a little bit back from this deficit early. Saw in the Havana game how coming out of the halftime on a really fast and hard momentum will really give you the rest of the game kind of a nice, easy break.
Yeah, they're doing a very nice job of it right now, just not letting anything easy right now, keeping these Chargers on the perimeter. A little bit of a push-off right there. We've seen a few little arm nods here and there from both teams, but not been called here early. We'll see if that changes at all. As Riley Reed thought about the mid-range, she will pass it back out. A nice play right there. Good heads-up play there by Sarah Stuffelbein to tip the ball away. And we're only roughly 30 or 41 seconds into the second half, but this Bombers defense is playing much better already than they were in that entire first half. Really just keeping everything on lock, it seems like. Everything in front of them, and they're doing an excellent job of it. Except for right there, you can't let that happen. A backdoor and almost an M1 finish, but Reagan Reed will go to the free throw line as she has really just been a pain in the side here for the Lady Bombers, as they have just struggled to contain her from getting to the free throw line and really just from allowing her to score here in this game, as her first free throw is good. As she gets ready here for free throw number 2, and it is good. So the Chargers have a 10-point lead now right after that. So 50 seconds off the clock, and they are up by 10 just like that.
Bombers looking to get through this defense, switched over to a more, it's not really a zone, it is that man, but it's kind of a help man, as that one is out on the Chargers, the Bombers, so Charger ball. They kind of always play off, kind of more inside, protecting that paint, because you already saw Macomb can hit those long shots. However, nobody's really gotten a hot hand so far at the beginning of this one, so they're going to let it play out, protect inside a little bit more. That one will be off of the Bombers, so Chargers will try it again.
I think it'll be Bombers ball. Katie Allensworth made a nice play over there, just kind of forcing Ellie Craig into the corner and forcing a turnover. And trying to get a 3 right out of it, and they will. And that's a big-time shot right there, and they needed it as Ainsley Holthouse hits her second 3 of the game. And a big-time play right there from the Bombers. Just force a turnover and hit a 3 seconds later. That's what you'd love to see, as Ellie Craig will kick it to the corner. Right over to Riley Ricci, will pop the mid-range. It is no good. Rebounded there by Sarah Stuffelbein, and knocked away right there by Haley Ehring, and here comes the Bombers. As up at the top of the key is Ainsley Holthouse. She will slow it down here for Macomb. They will try another 3. This one is good. Here come the Bombers. Sarah Stuffelbein in back-to-back 3s, and just like that, it is a 4-point game. They are just letting the 3-ball fly, and they're saying, if you're not going to let us in the paint, we'll just shoot it from deep, and they're doing just that. As Ellie Craig will try a 3 for the Chargers. No good. Rebound by Riley Reed, and she will draw a foul. As she will go to the free throw line after a nice rebound. That is the second personal foul in this game on Kennedy Allensworth, as Riley Reed hits her first free throw. But as we've seen here earlier, a much more aggressive Bombers defense, it seems like, and both free throws are good here for Riley Reed. So the Chargers regain a little bit more of their lead, back up by 6. As Ainsley Holthouse that is Sarah Stuffelbein who brings it up, and another Bombers turnover, and Reagan Reed, she will dump it off here to Ellie Craig, and back come the Chargers. And a nice backdoor feed inside Almost a nice finish, but no good. And oh, nice save right there. Beautiful play. And what a finish. What a play. An excellent save by Madison Quisenberry and an absolutely insane finish by Haley Earing. And an and-one situation here for the Chargers. What a play. And she's unable to convert the and-one, but Reagan Reed will grab the rebound and draw another foul. And the Bombers now have 5 fouls in the first 2.5 minutes of this second half, which is not where you want to be at all. So she will go to the line for 2 now for the Chargers. She hits the first one, and what has been an excellent performance so far by her. And she is looking to make this a 10-point game yet again here for the Chargers, and she does just that. And just like that, led by 10 at halftime, the Bombers cut the lead to 4, but just like that, they are right back up by 10, and the Bombers need to find some answers. And Kylie Robinson, she will bring it up, trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Ball is tipped, but luckily recovered there by Kennedy Allensworth, and a foul will be called right there. Looks to be on Haley Earing. Oh, now roll. Dangerous play right there. It could have been a backcourt right there, but the Bombers will keep possession. And it's not about the 3 ball right there with Sarah Stuffelbean. She will dump it to the corner down to Caitlin Robinson. Back up to Stuffelbean. Over to Robinson again. She will pull the 3 ball, and it is pure. That is that is just her first 3 of the quarter. And the Bombers, they have hit 3 threes here in the second half, so they are letting it fly from beyond the orange stripe. As Ellie Craig looking for somewhere to go with it. And Riley Reed will try the 3, and she almost answers back, but off the front of the rim, and here come the Bombers. Kennedy Allensworth will throw it up to Sarah Stuffelbean inside the paint. Risky pass, but it will stay with the Bombers as it was tipped away right there by Riley Reed. 4:13 here left to play in period number 3. As Kylie Robinson will inbound. She will go to the corner. Another 3 ball. It's good! Another 3! The 4th 3 of the corner for the Bombers. Kaylin Robinson. And just like that, it's a 4-point game again. What a quarter here. As Reagan Reed looks to maybe slow things down here for the Chargers. A little backdoor feed and nice collapse on the play, and a collision. And it looks like, I believe that was Allison Stortzum, and she took the worst of that, and she got a collision. It was also down there, Ellie Craig. It's a hard collision down there. Allison Stortzum was trying to go down and get the loose ball, but she collided inside there with Ellie Craig. And hopefully both ladies are okay. It seems like they're both getting maybe a little gimpy, but they seem to be all right. So it will be Chargers ball as the foul was called on Allison Stortzum. So Allison Eisnagel will inbound there and back into the hands of Reagan Reed for the Chargers. And looking for someone to go with it. It was Haley Eyring, but finally dishes it over to Reagan Reed. And Bombers are playing well. We're playing much more suffocating defense. 3 ball is no good. And right there, tried to save it was Haley Eyring, unable to though. And the Bombers will take over.
Olivia Johnson returns for the Chargers.
I think a big difference in this game is really the 3 ball shooting. The Chargers have really struggled with it, but the Bombers may have really come to life here in the third quarter as they are on fire from outside of that arc. They're doing a wonderful job out there as Kylie Robinson brings it up here for the Bombers. She will go inside had a layup, but she was hooked on the play right there. As that foul will be, looks like on Olivia Johnson.
Charger person on charge number 33, Olivia Johnson. That's her first, team second.
So Kylie Robinson here will inbound. And a nice pass inside and a foul, but a nice find, and that's what the Bombers did so well Wednesday night was those inbound passes getting inside, and Kennedy Allensworth will go to the free throw line. And Olivia Johnson picks up her second, and just like that. Kennedy Allensworth first free throw rolls in and out. And free throw number 2 is pure. So a 3-point Bombers deficit now. As the ball is in the hands of Reagan Reed for the Chargers. As she is looking for somewhere to go with it here. And this Bombers defense has done a much more excellent job in this second half. Really not allowed anything. The crowd's starting to really get into it here for the Bombers. They're liking what they are seeing here currently. It's just nowhere to go with it, working through screens, switching when need be. They're doing an excellent job of it here. They're going to call 5 and going back the Bombers' way, and here we go. Sarah Stufflebean will inbound here to Kylie Robinson as Olivia Johnson checks out on the play. Well, the Bombers now just down by 3 in the blink of an eye. They were a second half team last week. Let's see what's to come here tonight. Another 3-ball on the way. No good that time from Ainsley Holthouse. And here come the Chargers the other way, rebounded by Reagan Reed. And nice job right there. And a beautiful job. Wow. Nice work by Kylie Robinson. Really picking up Reagan Reed pretty much at full court. And they finally called one of those little elbow plays and maybe extended the arm a little bit too much. And now the Bombers take right back over on offense. As Sarah Stufflebean will bring it up. Caitlin Robinson dribbles it around, back to Stufflebean. It's a little screen play there, a little switch maybe. Trying to go inside and a risky pass, and it will go right back into the hands of the Chargers. Another Bombers turnover and a little trap play. Nice job right there by Kylie Robinson. She will go all the way. Fouled on the play. She took a hard hit, but she will go to the free throw line. Is that foul will be on Haley Eyring? So Kylie Robinson will head to the free throw line here. Can make this a 1-point game as she misses the first one, bounces around the rim about 4 times. And second free throw is good. So a 2-point game as the Bombers now only trail by that many. And we are just under now 2 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. As looking at the scoreboard, fouls may be an issue. Both teams, the Bombers have 16 fouls and the Chargers with 5. The Bombers have done a much better job here in the second part of this third quarter of not fouling, because they picked up a lot here in that first half of the quarter. As Riley Reed passes it down to Madison Quisenberry, goes inside, and there she is again. Oh, unable to finish the free throw is Reagan Reed, and so the Bombers catch a break right there, and back the other way comes Kylie Robinson in the offense. Ainsley Holthouse thought about the 3. And ball is ripped away right there as Reagan Reed gets it, and another Bombers turnover. And that's the thing I think that's preventing them from having the lead right now is the amount of turnovers. They've got to be probably close to double digits at this point. Going inside, a little fade shot. It is good. Nice little shot right there by Haley Eyring to give the Chargers now a 2-possession lead. 30-25 here with under 40 seconds left to play in quarter number 3. Hoping to look here for maybe one last possession, find an open look. as the Bombers kind of live behind the three-point line. And speaking of it, that shot, though, is no good. Nice rebound inside right there, though, by Kennedy Allensworth, and it will be a jump ball, though. And it will stay right here with the Bombers. And the Chargers here will call a timeout. So it will be a 30-second timeout. So we will be right back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. We were struggling the first year, and then when we got pregnant, I stayed at MDH and through labor and now for pediatrics. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. I was met with amazing staff members who helped me through concerns that I had when she was first born, helping me learn how to be a new mom. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
And welcome back here to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, as the Bombers have possession here under the baseline with less than 22 seconds here left to play in quarter number 3. Down by 4, and a nice pass, but unfortunately slipped away right there from Haley Emmerich, as the Bombers will set up shop here, try and work some offense here as the clock ticks down to 10 seconds. Looking for somewhere to go, and a foul is called there on, looks to be Riley Reed, if I had to guess. It is Riley Reed, the foul on her. So both teams now with 6 fouls, so either team's next foul would put the opposing team in the bonus. And we have still yet to play a fourth quarter, so that could be huge coming down the stretch. The Bombers look inside and unable to finish. And here come the Chargers the other way with 5 seconds. Looking for something. Nice little play right there by Haley Emmerich. They will throw up a final shot before the buzzer, but it is no good. And so that will end quarter number 3 of what was an action-packed number 3 quarter. At the end of 3, the score is 30-26 in favor of the Chargers. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live after this. And welcome back to quarter number 4 in our final game of the night, and it has been nothing short of exciting. As we are getting ready to go here, as the inbound goes to Ellie Craig, and here come the Chargers offenses looking to regain their lead because they are letting it slip away as they are down by 4. Looking for a 3-ball right here, and no good. And a nice box out right there. And, nice save, though, by Reagan Reed, and a foul. And that will send Riley Reed to the free throw line, as she will shoot 2 free throws, and that also puts the Chargers in the bonus for the remainder of this fourth quarter, as her first free throw is good. Drills the second. So the Chargers get back to a 6-point lead here in the early stages of quarter number 4. That is Sarah Stoffel bringing it up the floor here for the Bombers. And it's going to be a jump ball scenario, kind of dribbled right into it. And she got tangled up right there with Ellie Craig, but it will stay with the Bombers, as Caitlin Robinson here will inbound. And and a missed opportunity there. Nice rebound, though, and a foul. Nice job there by Allison Stortson grabbing the rebound. Had an open layup opportunity, but unable to finish. But They will get 2 at the line now as the Bombers are also now in the bonus. So both teams the rest of the way. Any defensive foul will send them to the free throw line. As the left-hander hits the first free throw. And it's a nice bounce on the second one to hit both. So here come the Chargers, now up by 4 as Riley Reed will bring it up. Now into the hands of Ellie Craig. Over to Haley Eyring. Trying to move around, but Bombers defense being stifling right now, not really allowing any easy passes out on the perimeter. They're doing a nice job of just closing out, not allowing any threes. Sarah Stuffman got her hand in there, tipped the ball away just a little bit. Now Riley Reed, she will shoot the mid-range, and it will be short. Nice rebound there by Allison Storsom. She's done a nice job, doing a great job putting a body on someone and getting some nice box outs, and she's being rewarded with it by getting some rebounds here. She's doing an excellent job, so Stufflebean will bring it up here for the Bombers. And she's looking for somewhere to go with it. Goes right back to her at the top of the key to set up the Bombers offense. She'll step out and get reset. It will go now to Haley Emmerich. And the Bombers will call a quick timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout here with 6:24 left in quarter number 4. So we will be back after this.
I chose the MDH OBGYN group because I've heard wonderful things about Dr. Smith. And upon entering the office, I really got along with everybody and got a warm feeling. The staff is warm and inviting and welcoming. It's a small community, so it's a really nice hospital to have here in the rural area. I continue to choose MDH because of the relationships I have. I really enjoy everybody here.
And welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH's. We are here with you for the final 6 minutes and 24 seconds of this matchup between the Macomb Bombers and the Illini West Chargers, where the Bombers have possession down by 4. Here in the early stages of quarter number 4, a little handoff right there, kicking it out there and back up to the top of the key in the hands of Caitlin Robinson. Over to the corner to Allison Stortson, trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Maybe a little backdoor cut there, but unable to feed the ball inside there to Haley Emmerich. And the last thing you want to do here is the Bombers. You don't want to force turnover. Maybe a slow developing possession, but it's better to get points on a possession that takes a while. Nice pass there to Stortson and unable to finish, but we'll stay here with the Bombers as we are now just under 6 minutes to play here in regulation. Caitlin Robinson here will inbound. Looking for somewhere to go with it, and there it is again. And nice little roll inside right there. Haley Emmerich gets the layup for the Bombers. And it's back to a 2-point game. Nowhere to go with it right now. And now the Chargers will call a timeout. So it will be a full timeout for the Chargers. So just like that, Bombers back down by 2. So we will take a break with them.
We'll just keep it here.
No, we will just actually keep it here. To our technical producer, Kenny Suter here.
Oh, you're going to make me do another job today.
Hey, I might as well make you do all of them. So quite the game we have here. 5:36 left, 32-30. Highly entertaining. Half that was mostly dominated by the Chargers there in the first half, but a lot of 3 balls there in that third quarter from the Bombers, and it really kept them in it.
It really let them fall, and it kind of covered up some of the issues that you see. But, it's still one of the first games of the year. You can't really sit there and say they're doing too much bad behind 2. 5:36 remaining here as they're getting set to get rid out of the timeout. Macomb just kind of needs to slow down a little bit on possessions, hold the ball a little bit more. I think would help them move out, maybe some off-ball screens just to get people out of the paint, because that's exactly where they're trying to go, is through the paint.
I think they've done a better job of also, keeping the ball, not having as many turnovers here in the second half. They've still had the turnover bug a little bit, but doing a much better job of it. So around the, I guess we'll call it the corner of the post there to Riley Reed, and they will call a late foul there on Ainsley Holthouse, and this place does not like it. And Not sure about that one, but now it will send the Chargers to the line.
Yeah, looking back, it was kind of a little bit of a push, so it was the right call.
So Reagan Reed will go to the free throw line, the leading scorer here tonight for the Chargers, and trying to extend the Chargers' lead again. As the Bombers have gotten close, time in and time again, they've just been unable, to get over the edge and take the lead as Reagan Reed makes her first free throw. And free throw number 2 is no good, bounces out. So Bombers take possession here, down 3. As bringing up the floor here is Kylie Robinson. And a risky pass inside, and that's one you don't want to make late in the game as it is intercepted there by Riley Reed, and the Chargers look to maybe slow it down, but a miscommunication and a wide open layup on a nice pass inside from Ellie Craig there to Haley Eyring, and that is a miscue possession right there for the Bombers defense, as they now trail by 5. And this time right to the basket, and nice little move inside right there by Kylie Robinson, just kind of working her way to the basket and being physical, and that will reward you more times than not. So she will go to the line here for 2 free throws. First free throw rattles out. And these are the ones the Bombers really got to make count here with 4:41 left in quarter number 4. You really got to let these fall because these are huge free throws, and both free throws no good. Nice rebound there by Riley Reed, and here come here come the Chargers offense. There's the ball now in the hands of Allison Eisnagel. A little handoff to her. Back out to the top of the key to Haley Eyring. Over to the corner to Ellie Craig. Over to the other corner, and a wide open 3, and it is no good there by Ella Shutwell, and up the court, and
yeah.
They will go the other way there. Maybe a little bit of contact on that end too, but nothing called, so it will go right back in the way of the Chargers. So Ellie Craig will take it up as Drew Creasy kind of picking her up at half court, making her feel a little bit of pressure, not making it easy. He's playing a high post game right now. We've seen a lot of from Riley Reed, and Reagan Reed. She misses the 3, but Riley Reed gets another board, forcing her way inside, missing the layup. And a big rebound right there by Kennedy Allensworth as she is fouled there by Riley Reed. And so that will be a 1-on-1 situation here for the Bombers, as Kennedy Allensworth will head to the free throw line to try and cut this back into a 1-possession game, down 5 with 3:45 remaining. And another missed free throw and another rebound by Riley Reed. She is racking up the boards here in the second half, doing an excellent job of getting a body on someone and really just grabbed a rebound. She's doing it on the offensive end of the floor too, just doing a magnificent job down there. It's out to Reagan Reed, and they will get Kennedy Allensworth here with a hold.
23, Kennedy Allensworth picks up the ball.
And so that will send the Chargers right back to the line. That is the 9th team foul here on the Bombers. So the next one, both teams here with 9 team fouls. So the next foul for either team will turn the rest of this game into a double bonus situation for both teams. Riley Reed gets a nice bounce there on that first one. She has been automatic here tonight from the free throw line for the Chargers. And, of course, I would be the one to jinx it, and a physical play, jump ball on the floor, as it will stay here with the Chargers. They now have a 36-30 lead. As Ellie Craig will inbound to Riley Reed. And Reed hits the ball over to Eisnagel. Back to the corner, back up to the top of the key to Craig. As they will maybe slow it down a little bit here with just over 3 minutes left, up by 6. The high post there is Riley Reed and hands it off to Reagan Reed. She gets inside, long miss though there. And Caitlin Robinson will bring it up the floor here for the Bombers. Mid-range jumper is no good there by the left-handed Allison Stortzum, and coming the other way comes Ellie Craig and the Chargers offense, and their best friend right now is the clock as they lead by 6, trying to chip it away, but still not over yet. Still plenty of time here for the Bombers. They just got to get rolling, and nice defense right there by the Bombers, and going up the floor, trying to get out in front. That will be a foul, and unable to roll in right there. But Ainsley Holthouse will go to the line and shoot 2, and the Bombers have kind of struggled here in the second half from the charity stripe, so they really need to make these count because they will be costly here down the stretch with 2:31 left in quarter number 4. And that one goes off the front of the rim. And is no good, so comes free throw number 2. And that one is good there from Ainsley Holthouse to make it a 5-point Bomber deficit. And the Chargers will call a full timeout here. So we will take a timeout with them here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
We're always moving. Scratch that. We're always moving forward. But forward can sometimes look a little backwards, or like circles, or like nothing at all. But we never stop. We never stop because life never stops. It's hard to stop a train.
And welcome back here to the final 2:31 of tonight's final game between the Macomb Bombers and the Illini West Chargers. Of course, 4 more games tomorrow here will be the final 4 of the tournament. But this is coming down to the wire here. It's been a jam-packed day full of good games, and this one's been just as good, if not better, than all the rest. As the Bombers look to get their offense going a little bit, it's kind of stalled here, primarily in the fourth quarter. Missed some charity stripe free throws, but the Chargers now have possession as they will inbound here to Riley Reed. And Allison's towards them all up on her, playing nice defense and trying to find somewhere to go with the ball. Gets it to Reagan Reed. And she will dribble around a little bit here and maybe try and get the offense set up, but of course the Chargers, no reason to hurry here. Clock is their friend. Just about 2 minutes now to play here in quarter number 4. Up at the top of the key now with Allison Eisnagel, and Ellie Craig kind of took a little bit of a tumble there, but seems to be all right. Allison Eisnagel now dribbling up the court, and now just kind of killing some time on the clock right now. Dribbling around are the Chargers. As Ellie Craig just kind of brings it back up to the top of the key, and now Ainsley Holthouse will foul. And that is Ainsley Holthouse's 5th foul of the game, so she will be done for the remainder of it. That's a big loss for the Bombers, so they will have to go with the rest of the 141 without her. And now with the charity stripe for 2 free throws is Allison Eisnagel, I do believe, but she misses the first one. And the second one is pure. So 37-31 here. Chargers advantage. 1.5 minutes here to play. Time running out for the Bombers. They got to make something happen here fast in order to come back into this game. And they will try a 3-ball right off the bat. It is no good. And that ball tried to be saved right there by Sarah Stoffel, being unable to get to it though. And the Chargers will take right back over on offense, up by 6. As Reagan Reed, she will inbound it here. Trying to find somewhere to go with it, but she will not be able to, as it'll be a 5-second call on the Chargers, and the Bombers will get the ball right back here on offense. And now they will call a timeout themselves. And it will be a full timeout. So with 1:25 left, Bombers really got to get something going on offense. And right now, I mean, you really got to rely on what they've been doing great so far this game, and that has been that 3-ball shooting. They've really got to find a way to free that up and get some open shots, because they have kind of struggled here on offense, hitting a standstill, and a lot of that can be credited right now to this Illini West Chargers defense. They've done a much more excellent job here in the second half of really not allowing those perimeter shots. And all game, they've been magnificent and not allowing any easy shots in the paint. The Bombers just haven't been able to really get down there and get some layups, and it's been rough going for them down there. So they've really had to rely on that perimeter shooting, and the Chargers, they've done an excellent job. They've kind of stalled the Bombers a couple times. They've come back. They were down by 10. Chargers were up by 10. Bombers cut the lead in half, and they went right back up. Bombers did it again, and the Chargers just kind of maintaining that lead, and they've maintained it pretty much all throughout this game. So they will look to do that here for the remainder of this 1:25 left in the game, as Kylie Robinson will inbound. And Allison Stortson top the key, calling for the ball, and now the Bombers are going to get a 5-second call, and a costly one at that. As right back to the Chargers, just kind of turned into a little hot potato there on the baseline. Yeah, this time they will get it into Haley Eyring, and the ball is tipped out of bounds by that is Kylie Robinson. Oh, another inbound play. We've been down here for quite a while now. They will throw it up the court, and Ellie Craig finds the ball, and the Chargers now a wide open layup. Again, the Bombers. Haley Eyring, that's the second time she's gotten free right down there under the rim, and the Bombers just missed it again. And now an 8-point lead here for the Chargers. And no good there. Allison Stortson, and here come. They will get a foul from behind there as Caitlin Robinson fouled Reagan Reed from behind, and now she will go to the free throw line with just under a minute left here in the game as the Chargers lead 39-31.
The foul is an intentional foul.
And they are going to call it an intentional foul. So it will be 2 free throws and the ball back, I do believe, here for the Chargers, which is not good for the Bombers. And they sent the wrong person to the free throw line, as well as Reagan Reed hits the first free throw. And she will hit both free throws to maybe ice this game away. Now the Chargers lead 41-31, and they regain possession of the ball. That is 18 points in the game so far for Reagan Reed. She has been fantastic for this Chargers offense. And she will get the ball here. And dribble it around, and Allison Stortson will pick up the foul there. And that is foul number 3 on her. So right back to the line goes Reagan Reed. And she is all too familiar with the charity stripe here tonight. And she cans the first one.
Returning to the Bomber lineup, number 32, Drew Creasy.
As Drew Creasy checks back in here for the Bombers. And free throw number 2 is pure. So the Chargers now have a 43-31 lead, as they have looked pretty much dominant throughout the game. Bombers had a couple runs to get back into it, but just unable to capitalize, as that 3 ball is no good by Sarah Stuffelbein. Rebounded by the Chargers, and she will foul Haley Eyring, and she will go to the line with 41.7 seconds here left to play.
Bomber personal foul charge to number 10, Sarah Stumbleby. That's her third personal foul.
So Eyring's first free throw is no good.
Haley Eyring is at the line shooting double bonus for the Chargers.
As the Bombers, they showed at times. I mean, they showed the fight. They climbed right back into it. Did a nice job. Second free throw there is good by Eyring, but just unable to really ever get the lead. Just kind of fell behind early and just never able to really come back. The mid-range, nice little shot there from Kylie Robinson. And it'll make it an 11-point game. And they will foul Reagan Reed, and she will go back to the free throw line where she has been nothing short of automatic here tonight.
Robinson picks up the Bomber personal foul. That's her second personal foul. Reagan Reed is back at the line to shoot double bonus for the Chargers.
So she looks to ice this game away here with 26.3 seconds remaining on the clock. First free throw is good. And she now has 21 of the 45 Charger points here in this ball game. And she hits the second. What a game for her, and what a game for this Chargers team all around. Just very sound basketball, able to get into the paint at times, hit a few three balls when it mattered, and really just played lockdown defense for the majority of that game. Gave up a few threes. Nice little jumper there from Caitlin Robinson. But overall, just a nice job. Anything inside that yellow arc was just, or excuse me, that orange arc, I should say, was just non-existent for the Bombers offense, and that will do it. Illini West Chargers win the final game of the night as they take care of the Macomb Bombers by a final score of 46-35. As Reagan Reed is the leading scorer for the Chargers with 22 points. She did an excellent job tonight, and just overall just a great performance to end the night. It looked like they're late in that third quarter, the Bombers might climb back and take a lead, but just never were really able to gather that momentum, and anytime they would cut that lead in half, those Chargers just right there to stay, I guess, in charge, if you will, of the game, and really controlled that for about the full 32 minutes you could ask for. So a great performance there and a great night of basketball, and if you enjoyed tonight, then you will enjoy tomorrow as well, because we've got more action-packed women's basketball for you here at Macomb High School, as it is their pre-Thanksgiving tournament. So tune in right here at TSSR Live, presented by MDH, as I believe the games tomorrow start at noon. So if that interests you, come on back for some more. So that'll be all here tonight. We will see you all tomorrow. It has been a pleasure talking to you all throughout the night. So it has been one beautiful night of basketball. So see you tomorrow at noon. And this has been all here at TSSR Live Game Time, presented by McDonough District Hospital.